Hey everybody, Ranjin here, bringing you all another StarCraft commentary. This is going to be the fourth set of JangBi versus NaDa in the last Saga MSL third quarterfinals. Zero and Luxury have qualified so far, and they're going to play, I believe they're going to play against each other in a most epic ZVZ, as if we haven't had enough ZVZ so far, but it's going to be interesting. If I just spoiled the first two quarterfinals for you, that's too bad, because those happened a while ago. You should have seen those by now. Man, where have you been? What rock have you been hiding under? Get out of that rock and feel the breeze. Smell the flowers and cherry blossoms and stuff like that. So, JangBi's 2-1 over, and NaDa's finding himself in a little bit of a corner, although he's not a stranger to these pressured situations. Either going to see what he manages to do here, if anything at all, to try to get back into this game. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. JangBi playing good in that so far he hasn't allowed, after the first game, he hasn't allowed NaDa to set himself into a pace. And if you do that, NaDa can catch him off guard a little bit. So JangBi's going to be at 11 o'clock at his yellow protoss, of course. And 5 o'clock we're going to have at the teal terran NaDa. This is Destination, which is a slightly protoss favored map. Of course, you have the bridges, which the Terrans love, so there is, if tanks can set themselves up into a proper position on those bridges, and if they can control the bridges, and overall the locations to their bases, if they can hold or their 3 mining bases at the south, for instance, for NaDa, he's going to have this base at the 5 o'clock. At the 6 o'clock, he's going to have an Atcher. He's going to have another gas mining base at the 7 o'clock, 7:30 o'clock or so. And if you can just hold that position, he should be able to do that. And of course, he also has another base that he can take at the 4 o'clock. And if he manages to hold the entire south with the bridges and possibly even take the middle, he's going to be a pretty good position. Now he's actually walling off, doing a pretty good job. He's made that mistake of not walling off before against JangBi, so he's going to have to be very careful here to make sure he's not going to be the victim of any sort of cheese from JangBi. Actually, he's going to do a proper wall off, and also sending in rather early SCV scout now, making sure there's nothing funky coming his way. But JangBi's playing started himself, just putting down a gateway. He knows that this map he's going to have a lot of advantage because there's enough maneuverability for the protoss here. Maneuverability that Zergs, lack of maneuverability that Zergs hate, but enough maneuverability for protoss to find themselves very useful. They can get their forces in behind. At times, drops are very viable, which really helps the protoss along here. SV being sent there by NaDa is actually going to kill a neutral character there. Oh, being mean to Ragnarsar. Poor Ragnarsar. He might actually be thinking of put down some cheese, and he's actually, I think he's going to be able to prevent the scout here with that one SCV in there in the middle. Probe trying to get by. The probe being caught there by SCV though. Not going to be able to get by. JangBi desperately trying to get the scout in, but it's not doing a pretty good job of keeping the SCV alive. Oh! Puts down supply deal, but just in time. Probe is not going to get any scout. JangBi's not going to manage to get any scout, and now the probe's going to be boxed into the SCV, and nope, actually manages to escape with his life. But if a Marine comes out soon, that's going to be it. And not doing a pretty good job. And apparently now himself going to put down some sort of proxy building. I'm assuming it's going to be a proxy fac. That's short for factory. And that's going to be it. Marine not, so definitely not going to be any scouting at all for JangBi for a long time. Now that proxy factory at the 9 o'clock by NaDa, so he's reacting to JangBi's early proxy by putting down his own proxy. Now going to go inside scout JangBi's base. I think JangBi has a Zealot blocking his ramp, and NaDa also mining plenty of gas, so he's going to get a bunch of vultures trying to do some harassment, and manages to get it. NaDa also manages to get his own SCV inside. Oh, it takes a lot of damage, so it's actually a probe going to move out, try to take it out alongside that Zealot. Oh, it actually does manage to take it out. Only one hit was needed, but NaDa did manage to get the information he desperately needed there. He saw that JangBi was going for the standard, one get into range, and wasn't getting his second gateway, so he's probably going to tech up, and he's going to have to go for quick tech because he was denied the scout. He's going to have to get a very quick observatory, and now machine shop being added on, and a second factory, so he's going to actually be 2 proxy factories by NaDa. Probably not going to be scouted at all. I think JangBi has no idea this is coming. There are 4 Marines as well as an SV blocking the ramp. Probe is going to go out first, going to try to do something, but overall I think it's not going to be spotted at all. And NaDa just also getting that machine shop, so he's apparently going to try to get some mines on, probably going to build a bunch of vultures, going to do a lot of damage. Going to see how he manages here. I think he's still mining full on gas, so might be actually thinking of getting tanks. That would be very interesting. I don't think tanks are quite maneuverable enough to try to use them for a sort of proxy build. Now JangBi's going to try to get up with that 1 Dragoon. Of course, he's walking up a ramp, not going to be able to do too much. Should be able to take down this 1 SCV. Of course, trying to force NaDa out, but that's going to be not going to be too successful. He's going to lose that 1 CV. That Dragoon is going to take a few shots. The CV goes down, but there are still enough Marines there. 5 Marines now. They're in a location to try to block this, and JangBi is actually going to try to get up this with that Zealot. Takes down several CVs, loses his Zealot on the way, and those 3 Marines are actually going to be enough. Only 2 Marines left. Is going to be very careful. Now going to have to be very careful here. Losing even more. Going to be lose even more Marines. Those CVs desperately trying to move up around. Of course, the fact that they're firing up around means that they can sometimes miss. Now they're going to start firing on those buildings. There's still Marines coming out. More SCVs are being pulled off the line to get ready to repair. So there's actually a tank alongside some vultures, probably getting some mines, and they're actually going to put on some pressure. JangBi, meanwhile, not just getting his robotics, apparently used that opportunity to try to get his expansion, and the fact that they got his expansion could be very dangerous for him. Now, mines being planted near the bridges. I'm not right sure if that Dragoon not actually went to spot it. Oh, mine! Oh, wow. How is that possible? Oh, mine now finally going up. Oh, gets taken down, though. Only 1 mine does go off, though. Kills 1 Dragoon. There's another mine position. It gets taken down. Now this tank's going to be microed up, and NaDa going to try to put on some pressure now. Should be reinforcing with his vultures fairly soon. Going to need to plant down some mines and use those vultures to block those tanks. Or all those tanks are going to be ranged overall by those Dragoons. Those tanks might actually be thinking of moving in. That vulture going to plant a mine there right among those Dragoons. 1 Dragoon loses his life, but 1 tank also goes down. And now those vultures are going to try to move upwards. Another Dragoon goes down, planting some mines. Going to overall try to move into this base. A bunch of mines been planted on the ramp. Going to force the Dragoons to be very careful in moving down. 1 mine, meanwhile, does go down. Meanwhile, now NaDa actually going to move up the ramp with his tank and 1 vulture alongside. Those mines are very far away, but this actually is going to sacrifice this tank to move up the ramp. Now there's a vulture there trying to plant some mines. Those mines, however, not in very good position. Mines get taken down as the Dragoons shoot them all down. Now more vultures even moving up the ramp for NaDa. Just planting down mines everywhere, trying to do as much damage as you can. Another Dragoon goes down. And more JangBi doing a pretty good job overall of preventing mines from being put down. And now all gas has been stopped. All gas mining has been stopped for JangBi. And now any Dragoons that are going to be coming out of those gateways are instantly going to be mashed potatoes. That's what they're going to become. Mashed yellow potatoes. Even more vultures coming down. Now going to engage the Dragoons. And now JangBi in huge trouble. I don't think this is going to be it. All the vultures now penetrated. And now the Dragoons are going to be the only line of defense that he has. Mines be planting everywhere. 1 mine going to go off on the Dragoon and taking down some repose with him. There is that 1 shuttle. So that 1 shuttle is going to help him micro those Dragoons around. Going to try to keep them alive. There are 2 Dragoons still in place. Now going to defend those pros. So those vultures still going to run around, do some damage. 1 vulture almost dead. Now even more vultures being moved up. Observatory also now there. Now being built. He's going to need observer. I don't think he's going to go for any Reavers because Reavers are in danger. Another mine goes off. It's killing some more probes. And the Dragoon's in so huge trouble. Another Dragoon goes down through the mine. More probes die. Now even more vultures being moving up, planting mines everywhere that they can. Another mine moves off and takes off all the probes. And oh, GG by JangBi. Wow, it was a huge mine. And actually, all the probes. Oh, it was a GG, but NaDa actually killed all the pros before he left the game. Oh man, that was awesome. So perfect there by NaDa overall. Wow, caught JangBi there completely. Holy crap. So now this is actually going to move on to the 5th set. Good play there by NaDa, just moving up and killing all the pros there. Wow, microing very well. So GG guys, ranching out. Look forward to the final set soon.